The UN's top official in charge of protecting refugees has been in Seoul for the past few days for talks with South Korea's Foreign Minister Kang Kyung-wha and other officials. The issue of refugees has become quite the political hot potato here in South Korea, as there have been over 12,000 refugees applications submitted this year alone, many of them from Yemen. Our Lee Ji-won had the chance to sit down with the High Commissioner to hear his take on the matter.
The United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees Filippo Grandi commended South Korea on Wednesday for its protection for Yemeni refugees and urged further courage in solving the issue.
Granted, it's not the full refugee status, but it is humanitarian protection, it is strong, and it prevents them from being deported back to their country, which would be catastrophic because they would be exposed to risk to losing their lives.
Earlier this month, South Korea decided to give humanitarian stay permits to 339 Yemeni asylum seekers to let them stay for at least 1 year. This brings the number of Yemenis allowed to stay to 362. Grandi said he was aware many South Koreans are uncomfortable about letting too many refugees into the country. But he said that while there is resistance from a sizable portion of the population, there are many South Koreans who want to help those fleeing life or death situations in their home countries.
People in Jeju Island brought blankets, rice, offered shelter, helped people. People are going to school. So there is a lot of solidarity in Korea. The Korean people we have 300,000 individual donors to UNHCR programs in Korea. This is the largest number of private donors in any country except Spain and the United States.
In a separate interview, he pointed out that an inflow of refugees does not generally stir anxiety in society, especially in developed countries, and claims that more refugees equals more crime is, quote, fake news. He then urged South Korea to show more support in ending conflict around the world.
And I would like to tell Korea, you are, at this historical moment, showing leadership in peacemaking around one of the most difficult conflicts of the last decades. You are showing a lot of courage and leadership. Don't be afraid to continue to show that leadership.
Refugee issues are dear to many people in South Korea, especially since many brothers and sisters in the north defect and live in other Asian countries as refugees. Unfortunately, Grandi says his agency does not have access to China, the first destination for most North Koreans, as Beijing does not seek help from the UNHCR. But he dearly hopes that this too will be solved.
I hope that progress in peace talks will have as an immediate effect an improvement of the humanitarian situation in North Korea and of the people there.
Lee Ji-won, Arirang News.